Hey everyone, welcome to the podcast. Panda Bear here. Just wanted to give you a quick disclaimer. We do call ourselves 3Ps in a podcast for episodes 1 through 4, so we have changed the name to Bear Attack. We will explain that at a later date, and in the meantime, feel free to enjoy listening to us rant about nothing. Bear Attack!
Shall I do the intro?
Oh, please.
All right.
The intro.
Welcome to 3Ps in a Podcast, a podcast where three friends have fun talking about things and hopefully entertain you in some way.
Or you may not give a crap about it at all.
Or you may not give a crap about it at all, but
I mean, some people might just like the timbre of my voice.
I like the timbre of your voice.
Your voice is sexy as hell.
Oh, stop it.
So we usually try to pick 3 topics to talk about. Each of us kind of runs a segment of the show. And last time, this is all very green, by the way. We haven't prepared much for any of this.
This is episode 2. We're still in the truck on the way back from California.
Yes.
We just crossed the border into what I like to call the best state in the union. Hashtag State 48.
I call it the greatest state in the union. We just gave each other a little fist bump.
I mean, yeah, okay. It's better than a lot of states, yes.
Oceans is in Arizona and by way of California.
It is better than California, I'm going to say it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
Cool.
traitor.
Just because of all the crap
Welcome
that
to this
Californians
side.
have to deal with.
No.
Okay, so this is going to be a quick tangent.
Tangent number
We're
1.
already
Wait,
in it.
okay, before we tangent.
Intros to people.
I'm Nate.
Oh, yeah, I guess we can.
I guess they sometimes call me Blitzkrieg Bear because we all have bear names.
Yeah, you're going to be Blitz.
All right.
Blitz is easier to say. Blitzkrieg is
Blitzkrieg is a little rough.
it's a little aggressive.
He's not even the aggressor
Yeah,
on the show.
we also have Samuel Montano, also known as Polar Bear,
Hi.
and we have Samuel Oceans, known as Panda Bear.
Heck yeah, I'm still here.
Yep.
Still nice. I really hope so.
I'm
We're
still
in
looking.
your truck and you're driving.
Okay, first
I'm doing
is-
the Doctor Strange thing. My spirit has left my body.
Back to the Bigfoot boys. First
Bigfoot.
disclaimer.
Back to the Bigfoot.
We're back to the Bigfoot. All right.
You had a disclaimer.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so our first topic is musically related. And I think it's important for everybody that's listening to know. I have a degree in audio engineering that goes along with my degree in film. And
That was a hole.
He's a double degreeer.
I've played music professionally for a little while, as well as some other big fun musical achievements. But
What are the other ones?
Yeah, what the hell are the other ones?
I have a few jazz awards and
What the heck?
Oh, marching band in school and stuff?
Yeah, well, I have some national jazz awards, and I also have some piano awards.
Bro,
What
when
the
I was
heck?
younger.
I did not know about that.
we can write a piano ballad?
Yeah, but I'm not. That was all not to brag. That's just to say I have a long musical background.
Oh man, I thought I was the piano guy.
But you can still be the piano guy. It's all you, dog. So Oceans is a DJ, and he knows albums, artists, band members, songs.
Not like an EDM DJ. That I can't stand.
No, like a radio
like a disc jockey. Yes.
Yeah, radio. He's a radio guy, but he knows deep into every band and knows about them. And Nate, also a DJ.
And a wedding DJ and an
wedding
EDM DJ.
Yeah, he's a little more filled out, you know.
Though very amateur-ish.
Yeah, but regardless, they're both DJs.
I could definitely be pro if I wanted to.
I think so.
And I spend a lot of time lying awake at night thinking, do I want to pony up and start putting some effort into it?
He wants to. I'm really pushing him towards it. But anyways, they're both DJs. They both know a lot of bands. They know a lot of.
I cannot listen to a song until I know who does it. And
See, I'm not that. I'm kind of that way too. Actually,
you're definitely that way. But I just like music as a general rule. So if I find a song I like the song, and I move on, and I hope I remember at least the chorus so I can go get it again.
he is the creative of the three of us.
So yeah, I don't really have the facts about it. I don't know band names, and I think I know the band that we're about to talk about, but I also may not. But I'm just gonna kind of heckle along as we go through this. So with that, Nate, what's your topic, buddy?
Okay, so the topic. we are going to talk about a metal band that is
Metal.
that's very popular. They have Grammys under their belt, or a Grammy under their belt. They are very theatrical, huge following. I see their shirts at every single show I go to, and I don't go to any shows that are close to their genre of the genre, their subgenre. And that band is Ghost. And Oceans and I hate their freaking guts. So yeah, we just lost a lot of fans.
Let me give you a little background.
Except we didn't, because this is the second episode.
Yeah, episode 2.
I would love some background.
Numero dos.
Background. Let's background for a
All right.
while.
Well, I don't know how.
Oh, this is Ghost, the guy with the skull face. And
Yeah,
the butt
yeah,
mask?
Papa
yeah.
Emeritus.
Oh,
Bobby Emeritus. 1, 2, 3, and now Cardinal Copia.
Okay.
Yes. And they're all the same freaking guy.
They're all the same Tobias Forge.
So-
Anyway, they're this band from Europe, right? So automatically they're gonna be more of like the symphonic, but they have this like dark, demented like death metal thing vibe, like imagery, like, but they're nothing like that. Like,
No.
you think of bands like, let's say Mayhem or Dimmu Borgir or.
That's definitely what I think of. Yes.
Yes, exactly. They are nothing like those bands, and that's the thing that irritates me to no freaking end.
I call it 80s synth pop because it sounds like a Bon Jovi cover band.
They sound like a Bon Jovi like meets like
Except
King
for-
Diamond meets Devo meets.
Except for all those artists that we just listed are good.
I have their Google. I googled them because I didn't know.
Sure.
So let me just give a quick rundown of them, like as like a,
Yes.
as factual as Wikipedia can possibly be.
Wikipedia fact check.
This is the Wikipedia synopsis.
Hey,
So,
I graduated after using Wikipedia as my go-to for
Oh, for
information.
sure.
You poor soul.
No, you go, you find here's some college and school advice for you kids. You go and find all the information you need on Wikipedia in one area, and then you search based specifically on that to find your reliable sources out on the internet.
Or better yet, go to the end of the Wikipedia page and just use the sources that they use to make the page.
Oh, I tried not to do that because I didn't want the professors and teachers to go back and look at the Wikipedia page and be like,
Oh,
Yeah,
You
because
just
you
went
know they
straight there.
do.
oh, smart.
Yeah. So I took a longer way around the bush.
I'm going to go out on a limb, and you might not want to stake your collegiate career on this, but I would be very willing to wager that your professors do not care that much.
Probably not, but
Unless-
There's specific. I hate that word. Specific professors that actually do give a crap, and they
And
will check you on it.
And they are my favorite. I actually
Yeah.
really appreciate
but
them.
I didn't put in a lot of effort to papers, but that's the effort I did put in.
Fair enough.
Okay, so Ghost, their Wikipedia synopsis is that they're a Swedish rock band formed in a Swedish city that I can't.
That's
pronounce.
why they're
Gothenburg?
That's why they're so light.
No, it's like Lincoln Ping.
Oh,
Lico Ping.
I swear the heaviest thing to come out of Sweden is Volbeat.
Lico
they're
Ping.
not even Swedish.
Lico Ping.
Oh,
Sweden.
that's right. They're Danish. I just
Hey,
took,
why is there a barcode on the?
I just took a 30-06,
On the
loaded it,
Norwegian Navy.
aimed, fired straight into my foot.
Why is there a barcode on the side of the Norwegian Navy ships?
This is hilarious. Why?
So when they come back to port, they can Scandinavian.
That's funny.
Okay, so they're a 3-track. In 2010 they released a 3-track demo followed by a 7-inch vinyl titled Elizabeth, and their debut full-length album, Opus Eponymous. The Grammy-nominated album was widely praised and significantly increased their popularity.
They're a Satanist band with one of their first songs is called Elizabeth.
Yeah, and their listed genres are heavy metal, doom metal, hard rock,
Oh my gosh.
psychedelic rock,
That I get.
That is psychedelic rock is yes.
progressive rock, and pop rock.
Pop rock I also get.
Pop rock,
So-
pop psychedelic rock, yes.
Given all that, let's go, boys, let's go.
So they have the main guy is kind of the mastermind, and
Tobias Forge, yes.
he goes by
Which is
Um,
a dope name for a metal band.
it is
That's his actual name, though.
he wears this Pope hat with an upside down cross, and he paints his face with like skull paint up until his latest incarnation. So their first album had Papa Emeritus 1, that was their front man. The rest of the band members are called Nameless Ghouls, and they wear these
Silver, faceless mask.
they wear faceless masks. Well, they have eyes and a nose but no mouth, and no one knows their identities, which is actually really cool. I like that part of the band.
It definitely lists their names on their Wikipedia page.
Did it really?
Yeah.
That might be new because Tobias Forge got into a lot of like legal trouble because some of the nameless schools sued him after he fired them.
Oh, geez.
And so maybe they just given up on trying to keep it all secret.
Yeah, because he seems like he's a massive control freak, like most of the
Well, you say about
people.
that about everyone who's
Yeah.
like a mastermind in a band when it's not
It's
necessarily
true, though,
true.
like-
It doesn't have to be, but it might be.
It might be.
It might be common, but it doesn't necessarily have to be.
Sure.
That's true, yes.
But oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, I think Tobias Forge could be the name of a band.
Tobias Forge is a great name.
I don't know, that might be a stage name on top of a stage name.
But they are. I don't think so because the whole reason he had to cut because he didn't have any given name before, and then the like lawsuit happened, and he had to like
Give his name.
come out. Yeah,
It's,
not come out, but
if
you know what I
coming
mean.
out party.
But the first gimmicky thing about them is every album they've had a new frontman, but it's still Tobias Forge, and he sounds like vaguely or not even different at all. But
No.
like fans seem to be up until recently, fans seem to have been kind of like, oh yeah, well they got a new Papa Emeritus, and now it's this Cardinal guy who's training to be Papa Emeritus. The whole concept is like, there's a lot of like thought into it, and it's pretty good, but the execution is. It is.
No, yeah, it's the gimmick is cool. The music is the part that gets me.
The gimmick's cool, but it's like just the most gimmicky thing I've ever seen. Is
So there's a lot of thought behind it. They tried to make a whole story out of this band.
Yeah, it's like Kiss. Like, I don't like Kiss either.
Really,
I'm gonna get murdered for this, but
man, I would have pegged you as liking this.
anyone who was on the fence about Ghost probably just jumped onto their side. But
doesn't like Kiss. Kill him.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I mean, I see where you're coming from, but I would have figured you were.
I
a
don't
Kiss
hate.
guy.
Okay, I don't hate Kiss. It's just
I don't hate Kiss.
they're not a band that I go out of my way to listen to.
Yeah,
I feel that.
I hate Ghost.
Fun
Yeah,
fact
I avoid
about-
them.
I listen to them because I hate them, and I want to know everything that they're doing so I can hate on it.
Fun fact about Kiss: there was a line of toothbrushes that came out when I think we were kids, and they would sing. Like you push a
Yes.
button and it played music, but only if it was in your mouth while you're playing.
Because it the vibrations were sent like into your teeth or something like that.
So it plays 2 minutes of whatever song.
Yeah,
My toothbrush sang "I Want to Rock and Roll."
that's cool.
Oh my gosh, I would
They
totally
also
brush my
had
teeth with
Kiss
that.
Pez dispensers.
Yeah, Kiss is big.
Which makes
Kiss had-
sense.
Kiss did their whole careers based on their merch.
Hey, say what you want, Kiss did well for themselves.
Oh, they're genius.
killing
Their
it.
Family Guy stuff is amazing.
Yeah.
I
So
would totally watch the Kiss Christmas special every year. I would definitely do that.
They were on like
I love
episodes
that.
of Scooby Doo and stuff too. It was crazy.
yeah,
In fact, there was a whole movie with Kiss in it as a Scooby Doo movie. It
Yeah.
came out like 3 years ago.
It's great.
their marketing is legit,
Yeah,
and they're
like
still going
I like you said, I don't listen to their music, but like I don't hate the band.
for
No.
sure. But Ghost, I don't know their song, and I've been listening to these two talk about it for years.
I would say
Which-
that Kiss is probably heavier than Ghost.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Not
Oh, yeah.
really. Ghost is pretty heavy,
Uh,
but when they're
okay.
trumpeted as like this Grammy-winning metal band, and then you go and hear the song that they won a Grammy for, and they're up against artists like I want to say August Burns Red and Code Orange, I think were like the big ones that I knew.
Yeah.
They're not great. And August Burns Red, that music video that they were nominated for
Ghost?
was a No, it was an Identity, and it was
Ah.
just a silly one. And then they came out with Ghost, which was like a lot more serious. The topic of Identity is incredibly serious, but the Ghost like music video matched the seriousness of the song, which I
Let's
think is
avoid-
funny.
Let's
'cause-
avoid talking about August Burns Red because we could go on a tangent for that. For
Yeah,
hours.
yeah.
So I have a question about Ghost the band, not Ghost the song.
Yes.
So Ghost the band, their sound. If you were to describe it to me, here's what I'm picturing, because of what I've seen. I've got kind of a because they're from Sweden.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm, and I know we just covered that Volbeat isn't from Sweden,
Denmark. Yes.
but it's in the same region.
Scandinavia.
Yes. So I'm picturing sort of like a Volbeat with a growl. Is that anywhere in the?
No.
No.
Volbeat
So-
is way harder than these guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is
No,
horrifying to me, actually.
they have a song called Rats, and there's like a
That's
nice
their hardest song.
there's like a nice like little growly kind of like thing in there, but that's
It's
it.
more of a whisper.
Rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Man,
that's
that
like as
actually-
hard. That's as hard as their growling gets. What I just did right
I'm,
there.
I'm trying to think of what he like.
I
his
really
singing
feel.
sounds like. It's hard.
It's
Is there like nobody you can
Def
just-
Leppard is the first thing that comes to mind with me, but Def
no,
Leppard's harder.
no. Def Leppard's singer has way more like. I don't know what it is.
Well,
Okay.
not vocal wise, but like just kind of like overall sound. It's kind of like
We'll have to listen. I can't
Like
believe I'm saying it. We're gonna have to listen to Ghost and get Montana more of an idea.
yeah.
I guess we'll revisit and come back.
We
with
need
my
to listen to
opinion.
that Moonlight song. That
You know
one's,
what? Because you two are so against it, we'll revisit this in a later podcast, and I'm gonna argue for it.
Oh,
Mm.
you got balls, boy.
Well,
Yeah.
here's okay.
I will take the affirmative.
I haven't even gotten into what I really dislike about them.
Okay,
So
well,
they are-
I was actually getting to that. I want to know.
They
like,
are hardcore Satanists, and I don't know if they actually, because most Satanists don't believe in Satan, but they seem like they might. And like I was reading an interview with him, and he was like talking about like he really likes church imagery and stuff. That's what he grew up with. But he also had some really bad Christians, because all Christians in Europe are bad, and most in America as well.
There's
but
something to that.
there's-
That's
Sorry
a
to
whole
say.
other topic in itself.
There's a lot of bad Christians, and they kind of like most of these people who get into this music, they were kind of like they hated the church and they were hurt by it. So that's what he like. But in the interview, he like said like, "Oh yeah, like this woman practically pushed me into the arms of Satan," and I'm like, dude, Satan don't got arms for anyone. That's just, I don't know, dumb. And like, and they have this like really hard like satanic image, but their music is like, it's like pop, and I don't know, it's just like you listen to a band like Demon Hunter or something like that, and it's like, oh my gosh, these guys would eat this band.
Just for real.
And like most Christians in metal are like, Christian metal is kind of a big thing, even in non-Christian circles.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's like people treat them like they're Behemoth, which is an actual like Satanist band that's like terrifying. and they're not Behemoth. They're, I don't know. Oh, it's such a gimmick.
I mean, I respect where they're going with like the whole shock. Like they're following in the steps of like Alice Cooper and
full shock rock.
yeah, like the full shock rock.
Who is
Marilyn
also a
Manson, Rob
Christian.
Zombie thing. Yeah, he is now. Because
Yeah.
he had a drinking problem. Fun fact.
Hey, born again Christian. Nothing to go against there. I like that. I like a good underdog story.
Oh yeah.
Never got to try his hot dog restaurant though. I'm very sad about that.
Oh, does it not exist anymore?
Nope, it's right behind the building's right behind the arena I work at.
Coopertown's down.
It's gone.
Oh
That
no.
hurts my heart. I love Coopertown.
This is the first I'm hearing of it, and I'm really sad that I'll never get
Yeah,
to
Coopertown was dope.
experience this.
Oh wait, I want to get in a thing about their look, their gimmick.
Yes, let's
Yes.
go.
So shock rock bands, a lot of like the Satanist bands.
Yeah.
So some of them do the pentagram.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have used it.
Yeah, like
I don't really know if Ghost uses the pentagram. They really like upside down crosses, though.
Oh god, oh god.
Yeah, well, what I'm going to talk about has a lot to do with that actually.
Uh-huh.
So there's like the pentagram, the upside down pentagram, and then there's the cross, the upside down cross.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that the cross is Christianity's symbol,
Right.
Yes.
for sure. And then the pentagram, you may not know this, but the pentagram is a Christian symbol.
It is.
It's the upside down pentagram that is a satanic, because it's the goat. It's
Yes.
the goat's head.
Right.
Which-
I'm not using that all the time.
I
Yeah.
love the O Sleeper logo where it's the pentagram, but with the top two things taken off, because they have like the whole break off your horns thing.
yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
the goat is biblical imagery for like.
yes.
If you guys want to hear Christians like fire back at Satanism in a really hard way, if that interests anyone at all, listen to the O Sleeper song, The Finisher, and just like, it's God telling Satan exactly what he's going to do with him once he's had enough of his crap.
Oh, it's a good one.
And
I love that.
it's bone chilling. But yeah, no, I think it's funny that this is a little bit of theology, and I'll keep it short because I know most people probably don't want to hear that. But everything that's like sin and Satanism and all that, it's just a flip of whatever's good. So like the upside down cross or the upside down pentagram, I find those very interesting because evil cannot create. It can only destroy and corrupt.
Ooh, I like that.
That is some deep stuff right there.
I love
Yeah.
that. But here's what I have to say about the cross. So the right side up cross represents Jesus and the Christ's death and all that. But fun fact, the upside down cross is actually a Catholic symbol because Peter, one of Jesus' disciples, he is credited with starting the Catholic Church, and when he was martyred, he was crucified, but he didn't feel worthy enough to be crucified in the same orientation as Jesus, so he was crucified upside down.
Ooh.
This podcast just got so much smarter than the sum of its parts.
So the upside down cross is actually the symbol of St. Peter.
Interesting.
So all of these like metal bands that like put an upside down cross on them, and they're like, we're satanic and the devil and goat blood, and throw a baby in a trash can or whatever it is they
church
do.
burning.
Yeah, whatever it is. They're big things.
I feel like very few of Satanist bands would. They all are actually generally very nice people.
I totally believe that.
I would
but
totally have a beer with Nargle from Behemoth.
But I feel like
Except I probably wouldn't have a beer because I don't really drink beer. But anyway.
their stage presence is that, you know?
Yeah.
Like their stage persona is that.
Oh, sure.
But I just think it's funny that they've all got these Catholic symbols on them.
Yeah.
So every goth you've ever met with an upside down cross that's like thinks they're a Satanist to the max is just.
It's all kind of
Catholic.
bad theology on top of bad theology, because there was someone with bad theology and they misunderstood Jesus, and so they used that to beat people down, and then those people went, well, I'm going to go the complete other way. And yeah, bad theology on bad theology.
Stacks on stacks on stacks.
As a person that's not like a participant in religion, like religiously, to put it bluntly.
Man, I love that.
Not religiously religious.
Yeah, I mean,
like
I
that.
get it, but like people that push religion on people, I can't stand.
Go, I can't force someone
But
to
it's
believe
like Satanists who are like putting out this music and they're like anti-religious. It's the same thing.
It is the same thing.
It's
Like,
exactly
so
the same thing.
And it seems like, wow, this has become a very deep conversation.
We were
it's-
talking about a crappy band and it turned
Hey
into
guys, the
this.
second episode's already better than the first.
Yeah.
Progress.
It seems to me that the people that are against mainstream religion, that are like I'm not talking about the people that like are unsure or don't care, because I know those are two camps as well.
Yeah.
But the people that are like vehemently against it, like trying to go the opposite direction, and like total rebellion,
Yeah.
they seem to talk about how bad it is more than most Christians I know talk about how good it is.
Oh.
Which, that's probably a problem in and of itself, but I just think it's an interesting thing. An interesting observation to me.
Amen. Preach, brother.
Yeah, I feel like one side isn't talking as much as the other side, and the other side is getting heard more because they talk more.
I feel like we're gonna get reamed for this, but
Possibly. And I'm not trying to like create a rift between us and like a listener, but I thought it was a fun little thing to drop there about the symbology that's being used in a lot of
let's go back to the
These black
issue at
bands.
hand here.
black metal bands.
Ghost, specifically.
Yeah.
Back to the Bigfoot.
They had
Back to Bigfoot.
before they were big, they had this thing where they couldn't use the name Ghost because there was another band called Ghost, so they became Ghost
Oh, really?
BC.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah,
For a very short time.
for a very short period of time. So to begin with, I was like confused by them, and I think that's where most of my hatred for them. Hatred's a strong word, but yes, hatred draws from.
Dude, I think you mean it.
I mean it. I
Wait.
don't know why. I can't pinpoint why I do not like this band for real. But it stems from they're confusing to me. I don't get it.
Well, may I suggest that stems from the fact that they're gimmicky and they're not hard, and people trumpet them as like this great metal
Right,
band.
and the fact that
They
they
stand
won a
for a-
Grammy against bands that we do like.
Right.
I think this is all a matter of opinion. Don't diss us. This is a matter of opinion. from all of us.
fact. Listen to what I say. Just kidding. It's definitely opinion all the way through.
Yeah, you can like what you want. We're not trying to, like I said, people
I
that push their
know a
agenda on
very-
people I hate.
I
So,
have a very sweet coworker who is a very cool lady, and she likes ghosts, and it really hurt me when I found that out.
Not again.
In fact, most of the people I know who like ghosts, I'm big fans of them, and when I found out they liked ghosts, I was saddened.
yeah. Another cop. Oh man, they're everywhere today.
They're always everywhere on this road.
There's a bar over there. But I mean, I started a thought and I hadn't totally collected it yet, so bear with me for a moment.
Okay, you know what, you guys, I'll be honest. Here's where my hate from ghosts really comes from. If we strip everything away and we get down to the root of the issue,
Let's get down to brass tacks.
it's because my favorite band was up against them for a Grammy, and they won, and they're not any good, and that hurt me. That is my childhood trauma right there, even though this happened 2 years ago. But I would have been pissed if Code Orange had won. I can't even remember the other band that was in there.
At least they're metal, man. Like,
but at least Code Orange is metal, and they have a really cool guitarist who's a female who does harsh screams, and that speaks to me.
But me, like everybody else in the radio community, the rock and hard metal radio community, I could go on a big rant about how the Grammys suck and they don't represent properly.
Sure.
I mean that.
But that would be a whole conversation in itself.
It almost kind of feels like a Metallica fandom.
Yeah,
the metal
but
Grammys.
At least Metallica has
Metallica's
contributed to the genre.
Metallica's actually metal, and they've gotten some they've inspired some amazing bands.
Right, exactly.
Including the way harder than Ghost band Skillet.
True.
And I like Skillet. Like,
agreed.
And
Skillet,
I just feel like I need to throw Skillet in there because Skillet's like not a hard band if you're a metalhead.
And honestly, like, his vocals are harder than the guy from Ghost.
They're harder than the guy from Ghost, and they're also a Christian band. So it's just, I don't know, I feel like there's, maybe going back a little bit to what Polar Bear was saying, there's kind of like a stigma that Satan's like scarier than God, and it's not true, like theologically it's not true at all, but also like, just kind of like, in actuality, like, there's all these bands that are way harder than Ghost, and they're Christian bands. Of course, nothing's harder than Behemoth. That's not true. There's the way things are way harder than Behemoth.
Behemoth, that's like a span of genres that I can't get into.
Ooh.
I don't know anything about it.
So, you know how the Wikipedia said that they were doom metal?
Yeah.
There's nothing in their music at all that is anything near doom. But if you want some good doom metal, Impending Doom, a Christian band.
Oh my lord.
They will.
Nate has got the Christian band plug.
They will ream your ears out, man.
Ream your ears out. I love that.
That's a very PG way of saying what I would normally say if we weren't recording something.
Yeah. Anyway, we're getting off the Ghost thing.
I'm done. My segment is over.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break here and do an advertisement brought to you by Satanism.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not.
And now, no words from the sponsors we don't have. Though I'm pretty cheap, so if you did want to sponsor us, there's like at least a 1 in 3 chance that we'll say yes to whatever you're selling. Now back to the show.
Do I want to go?
Yeah, because I'm still formulating what I'm going to talk about.
Oh goodness gracious.
So you'll be in the exact same
I
place
was
by the time
I was
we get
getting
to
pissed
you.
about the whole Ghost thing. Sorry.
Yeah, man, you really. I thought we gave you some good time to think about it, but here we are. Now
I was getting, my brain was shutting off because I was trying to think about why I don't like Ghost.
It's for
I feel
sure.
that.
Polar Bear, what you got for us?
Okay, so I'm gonna follow a very similar vein to what I did the first time.
Yes.
For those of you who listened to the first podcast,
Myths and Legends.
Yeah, pretty much. I wanted to talk about Bigfoot.
If you listen to the first podcast and you're listening to the second one, I feel like our last conversation, like just some of the stuff that was said in the last segment, specifically by Polar Bear, was a reward for you sticking around.
Back to Bigfoot. Let's go.
Oh well, thank you for that, Nate. But so I wanted to talk about more myth and legend and lore and stuff. And so I'm from Arizona. I am born and raised in the Phoenix area, and I've only left the state to move away, or not the state. I've left the state once to go live elsewhere when I lived and worked at a summer camp, actually with Nate.
Very fun time.
Yeah, it was a great summer. And the other time I left the Valley of the Sun was to go to college at NEU, where I met these two clowns. And so I've lived in Arizona my whole life. I know more about this state than I know about any other place on the face of the planet. And so it brings up one of my favorite legendary creatures.
Oh please, let's go. I'm hyped.
El Chupacabra.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a little mariachi thing, but I couldn't think of how. I was thinking something more a little bit ominous, like a nice little guitar strum, but I can't. I will
have Oceans put that in right here. Okay, so Oceans, put the thing in.
We're making this poor guy do so much
ominous
work.
mariachi music?
Hold on. You guys touch them. I'm gonna give you about 12 seconds to do it. Okay, so 1, 2. Yeah, that's all you get. So, background on El Chupacabra. El Chupacabra is a legendary beast that's, his legend is sort of contained to Southern California, Arizona, and the western part of Texas.
And Mexico.
All the bits that touch Mexico.
Right.
And then all the way through Mexico till pretty much Mexico, a little bit after Mexico City, where the rainforests start. Little geography for you there.
Whoop, whoop.
And
Science.
so, basically, it's this creature that nobody was really sure what it looked like, and there's still debate about what it looks like. It's oftentimes
I've seen lots of different things.
it's reported a lot of the time to be kind of lizardy, kind of.
See, I've not heard that one.
Yeah, well, most of the legend I know about it is it's always kind of lizardy with scaly with a big head and spikes coming down it.
Oh,
The spikes thing, yes.
I thought it was like a Bigfoot.
I've heard that too.
So, but the legends I hear it most often because I've heard the Bigfoot. I've heard that it's just like it's a wild dog with
Like
spikes.
canine, yeah.
Yeah, so I've heard that. But its MO, because this is a predatory legend.
Sure.
It goes after goat, sheep, chicken, like small livestock,
Right.
and it sucks their blood.
Yes.
It's-
That is yes.
It's vaguely
Okay.
vampire-y.
That's consistent through all the things.
Yeah, that's its MO. Like what it looks like varies a lot, but its thing that it does is it drinks blood and it leaves the corpse.
Have you guys seen the vampires in The Witcher?
No.
No.
Terrifying.
I'm sure
Anyway,
they are.
I won't get off
They're
on
not
that
Twilight
tangent.
vampires?
No.
They're not
Yeah.
Twilight vampires, and they're not any other kind of vampire like you've heard of.
Oh, so they're the Witcher's vampire.
They are the Witcher's vampire.
I'll check that out. But
And
anyways,
there's many different kinds of them too. So Ikimaras are like the one I'm thinking of.
there's so many. There's different vampires in this game.
Mm-hmm.
That's so exciting. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to Chupacabra if you don't mind.
Yes. Back to the
so-
Bigfoot.
Yeah, it drinks blood, and I don't know if you guys know this because I don't think you nerd out on this the way that I
Nope.
do.
I definitely don't.
Okay, so there's a farmer in, I believe it's Sonora, Mexico, and Sonora is the closest state to the United States. So if you cross the border from Arizona, you're in Sonora, Mexico.
Arizona,
Okay.
yeah. If you're in Texas, it's Chihuahua.
Yes. Which there's a lot of politics in that, but Sonora is where our story I think comes from. There's a farmer or rancher, I'm not sure. I think farmers grow crops and ranchers have critters.
Livestock, yes.
So there's
Yes.
a rancher who's got like pigs and donkeys and chickens and
Yes.
like small livestock. And he went outside and found a bunch of dead animals that weren't eaten but were missing most, if not all, of their blood.
Oh
So-
my goodness.
So he freaks out because,
As one would.
as like you do,
Even if you didn't know this legend, that would freak me out.
yeah. So he calls expertise and
Ghostbusters?
yeah, he calls the MythBusters. But no, so he calls like their animal control kind of.
Like
Right.
Game and Fish or whatever?
Yeah. Like they're game wardens. I think is like kind of the equivalent.
right.
And they come down and they take a look and they're like, we don't know what does this. There's no critters we know of that doesn't just like eat them.
Right.
And so then obviously superstition starts creeping in, and his buddies at the bar are probably like, "It's a chupacabra, ese."
He can do that because he's half Mexican. So.
Yeah, I've grown up being annoyed by
I'll do it, but I'll be slightly racist because I'm only a Mexican by association.
oh jeez. So
I just wanted to throw that out there before we took off even
yeah,
more.
I'm Hispanic, so I feel I'm gonna pull that little bit of that card. But so his buddies were probably telling him it's El Chupacabra. So this farmer sets up a trap, which I think they don't describe the trap, but in my mind it's like a cage with like a chicken hanging by its feet, just like clucking for the night. And so the next morning he goes outside, the chicken is dead, and in the trap is the scariest looking dog thing I have ever seen in my entire life.
Wait, there's pictures of this?
Yes. You can
Oh my
Google it.
goodness.
So it's a dog thing.
So that's what he's claiming, is that it's this dog thing, and it basically looks like a coyote with mange and some other issues.
Oh,
that-
like one of the hyenas from Lion King almost?
yeah, kinda.
Have you guys ever seen a shaved bear?
Yes, horrifying. But yeah, so
Listeners, Google shaved bears after you Google this Chupacabra thing.
yeah, so you can Google like found Chupacabra,
I'm doing it right now.
confirmed, something in that nature, and that's what he claims is El Chupacabra.
I'm imagining a shaved bear.
So my question for discussion with that whole tale laid out is: do you think we found El Chupacabra, or do you think it's still out there, or are you convinced that it does not exist?
Okay, my first question before I give you an answer is how do you spell Chupacabra?
Here, I got you. Oh wait, I'll do it here. That's your recording thingy.
It is.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I'll state my opinion. I think they found a Chupacabra, one of many. Because if they're any kind of like canine thing they hunt, these seem more like a solitary like hunter. But if it's any kind of canine, it will eventually need a pack of some sort.
Huh.
Can you imagine a pack of rabid like wolves? That's what I'm picturing. Oh my God, that looks like a friggin' like messed up javelina or something, like mixed with a kangaroo.
Yeah, it's got a weird look, right?
It just looks kind of like a type of dog that could totally be a real thing. Or maybe
Wow.
it's just like a weird type of rabies. Oh yeah,
That's-
there's other ones out here. Some of these are obviously like not real, but there's a few that look exactly like that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if
Here's a depiction of the lizardy one.
Right. Dude, this one's pretty
that's
terrifying.
probably
Look
more
at
like a
that.
canema.
Yeah, so
Look at that.
yeah, that one's terrifying, right? So yeah, Ocean, throw me some opinion.
So, if it is a canine in origin, there's some point where it has to hunt in a pack, right?
I mean, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
But if it did, that would be like
I mean, that is typical canine behavior. Yeah.
that would be friggin' absolutely terrifying. And I wonder what kind of noise, what kind of noise would a chupacabra make?
I don't know. I imagine it gargles.
Gargles,
Like I think that it walks up and goes.
yeah,
That's what I hear in my mind.
Hmm.
Maybe a little bit of a howl. From a
yeah,
distance.
like
No,
a really.
I think that this is a real dog-like animal thing.
Mm-hmm. But that's the thing is it only it's only reported to drink the blood. It always leaves a corpse.
Oh my gosh, there's a picture of like this 7-foot one, and like
A
on
Bigfoot definition?
I'm from like some news station that killed some things.
From the image that you showed me, it looks like an abomination of different species. It looks like a kangaroo mated with a vampire bat and like some kind of dog.
Yeah.
So
So
it looks just like
to
a
clarify,
very
the picture
sick
I showed
dog to
him
me.
is the one that comes up when you Google search El Chupacabra.
There's one from Montana that has a lot more hair, but basically looks the same and slightly bigger.
Oh, there's one in Montana. Found in Montana. That's dope.
That's interesting. And kind of.
Well-
Oh my God, they're migrating!
Well, we talked about this in the last episode, but there's so many animals that we're still discovering. Most of them are in the ocean, but you know,
Megalodon.
I don't see why this can't be just some kind of dog that's just not
Like it just has a specialized diet
right.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
I want to suck your blood, blah, blah, blah.
I don't do the blah blah blah. So I think it's safe to confirm that for 3 Ps in a podcast, we're saying Chupacabra.
Confirmed.
Probably.
Confirmed, yeah.
Probably.
Probably confirmed.
Yeah,
Maybe.
But more possible than Bigfoot.
I think Bigfoot.
Yeah, I'd say more possible than Bigfoot.
I have a sticker on my cooler that says I believe. So be
But you
right
gotta
back.
admit
Don's
that
watching.
the evidence for this is a little bit better.
Yeah, it's fascinating, right? That there's like this legendary creature that's been out there forever, but somebody caught one.
And what's funny about it is it really doesn't look that scary when you I wouldn't want to see it at night, but also it's not like some giant ape thing.
I would put it in a similar category as like a fox.
Yeah.
From what I saw, that I would like.
A
Like a
really
really
ugly
rabid
fox.
fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had to throw it into what's the big one, like a genus?
Yeah.
It's like genus, species, subspecies.
Right.
I think is the scientific categorization. If I had to throw it in a genus, I would throw it in either with like foxes. I think fox is a good one because they're solitary critters.
But the thing about it that's really terrifying is the fear of the unknown. Once you know what it is, it's like, oh, that's not as scary.
Well,
Right.
I don't think anybody was ever really afraid of El Chupacabra.
Oh,
like,
I was when you were like telling the story. I'm like, that sounds terrifying.
oh, really?
Finding all your livestock with its blood sucked out. Like, what kind of
Well, I don't. Yeah, I think,
supernatural horror are we dealing with here?
It's
I
not
think
like it's
people
a-
were concerned about it for sure.
Sure.
But I don't think anybody was like afraid. Like, back to Bigfoot.
Just me.
I know that there's people that are afraid of Bigfoot.
Right.
Like, there's Bigfoot witnesses.
Right.
Sure.
That like there's some people that live in the Pacific Northwest, which for anyone that lives like in the Southwest or anywhere where there's like, or you live in a city and you've never been to the Pacific Northwest,
Right.
it's all forest.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cities are just built into the forest. There's like trees that just happen to have buildings between them.
Sure.
So some people that witness Bigfoot just like they won't go in the woods anymore.
Which means they don't go outside.
Pretty much. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it's like that. The thing that scares me about Bigfoot is I would be terrified to see one, but I wouldn't be scared of it hurting me. It's like spiders. It's just like, that's scary. Kind of like Nazgul. After I watched The Fellowship of the Ring, I have a hard time walking around in the woods at night. And I
No,
know
Orcs are terrifying in that movie. I'm just saying.
so much. The makeup is so good.
for real, I'm paranoid though, like super paranoid all the time.
Yes.
I think Nate and Sam can both attest to this. Like,
Yes.
I'm jumpy.
Yes.
Like if you sneak up on me, you're liable to get punched.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I'm super bad.
I'm the same way.
I just figured that you're just easy to surprise. I didn't know it was like a paranoia thing.
Oh no, like I always assume somebody's behind me ready to like get me.
That kind of shakes me a little bit because I'm always like, well, it's fine. We have Sam with us.
Well, part of the thing that like keeps that's what it is. I'm big. Like
Yeah.
I've been jumped and stuff, and like people pick fights and stuff with me because I'm a big guy,
Right.
and that's like a thing. I guess it's a hobby of some people. But so that's why I'm kind of like paranoid because in high school people would like get after me.
Oh, didn't
So-
you have a guy shank you one time?
Yeah, I got shivved a little bit in high school.
Oh lordy.
I mean, it wasn't like
Tell that story.
Do you want me to?
Make it. Give us the spark notes.
We're on the topic of violent things. Yes.
I guess. Okay, so where I went to high school, that story might lead you to believe that I like went in like a bad neighborhood. I went to school in. I did not. I went to school in, I would call it aggressively middle class.
Okay. Yes. Like most of us.
Yeah, so like my family has a good house. We've got some luxury items, and like we had pretty good living.
Right.
And the school I went to was brand new at the time. I think I was my graduating class was in single digits.
Right.
So like I went to a brand new school. But the thing about my school is it borders sort of a bad area, a declining area, I'd like to say.
Or like.
Because
right.
like it's not the worst, and it's not like it's just it's getting a little
iffy.
yeah, just like in the behaviors, and there's gang activity in that area. But and with that said, parents wanted their kids to go to a better school with better surroundings,
Right.
and to try and influence them in a positive direction. And so they, man, that was a really nice way of saying they were from the hood.
Yeah, pretty much.
I really wanna-
You backdoored that one.
We're not getting the Spark Notes version any longer.
Well, that's just like the story of what I just wanted to like say. Like I didn't.
Background of why this happened to us.
Sure.
Yeah. So, Spark Notes. Picture me. I'm 15, 16 and a half,
Yeah.
somewhere in that range.
Pretty much looks the same as he does now.
I had long hair back then, though.
That's true.
Oh, I was.
Your hair grows
He was
so
really
fast.
rocking the Chris Griffin then.
Yeah, I had some voluptuous hair. But I was at my school. I was walking towards sort of our bus pickup area, or like where you leave.
Right.
And so there's a lot of people there. And as I was leaving, and at my school you weren't allowed to wear hats, but I always wear a hat. And so I picked up my hair and was tucking it in my baseball cap and putting my hat on as I was walking out, which is why I believe that I was like mistaken identity. But a guy comes after me, like with like a Swiss Army knife, really. Like it's a little thing.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't like ice pick shivving me, or he didn't like put a razor blade on a toothbrush or anything. But he had like a little like pocket knife.
Right.
And he came up and he like stuck me and he looked me in the eyes and he said, "Sorry, bro," and took off.
Oh my gosh.
He shivved you for wearing a hat?
No, I think he thought I was someone else.
Where did he get you?
So anatomically, is it the word?
Yes.
Sort of mid gut, kind of on my left side.
Scars?
Like, yeah, left of my belly button. I've got a mark.
Oh, damn.
It's just crappy little like white thing though. Like, it sounds bad. Like, I got shivved in high school, which is how I play it up because like it sounds so hard. Like, I've had such trauma.
I'm gonna call this your little prick story.
Yeah, kind of. Because I mean, it's funnier. Comedy is like when we blow it up. Because like if I was like,
I've seen some small Swiss Army knives, and I don't want to get stuck with any of them.
No, I own a couple.
Yeah, I was one time cutting up a toy sword when I was little because I didn't want it anymore, and the knife slipped and I got my hand real good.
He got cut cutting a sword.
What's funny is like, I guess when you're a kid, stuff like that just kind of happens a lot. Like now, the thought of like tripping and falling on the concrete like is like a real fear for me. And now that I've said that, I feel like it's probably gonna happen. But that happened to me all the time as a kid. So I'm like, geez, dude, I like slit myself open and there was blood everywhere. And like at the time, I remember thinking it was like no big deal. And now I'm like, oh, that sounds horrible.
Right.
Yeah, this story is definitely like, it's not horrifying, but it's also not funny. But it's basically like a guy aggressively poked me with a sharp little implement.
In the field I work in, we confiscate all those things. People get pissed.
Yeah, I would if you took a pocket knife I wear. But I mean, I've had so much worse.
Yeah, but most people should know not to bring those into like public like arenas. Like
Panda works in security for public events.
Yeah.
But I've had so much worse self-inflicted wounds than that. Like, I carry a knife every day, and one time I was opening a package at my old job, and I feel safe saying this because I don't work there anymore. But as I was like, trying to pop this zip tie, my knife slipped and, like, slit my hand open.
Oh.
It went, like, there's no mark, though. It healed up really good.
It was the same hand for me, and there's no mark either.
Yeah, so
I wonder if, like, because you use your palm so much, it just gets
I think scar tissue just gets, like, rubbed down.
Interesting.
But I'm not a doctor, so that could be totally wrong.
Someone's wrong.
Somebody's totally going to correct that, I hope. If there's a listener out there that knows better than me, feel free to say it.
Well,
but
boys, did I cut you off?
I was just going to wrap that up and say, long story short, one time I got poked with a Swiss Army knife aggressively.
By a little prick.
We're at 50 minutes here. How are you guys feeling? You got a quick one for us?
We're at 50 minutes? Yeah, I'll make it quick.
All right.
Let's go.
So, I'm a big guy. I love food.
Feel that deep in my heart.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel that in my nuggets.
I'm a tall guy.
You probably figured that out. Yeah, you're a fat guy with a metabolism.
You know what? That is so accurate.
And I hate you so much for it.
Thank you, Jesus.
Bless. Anyways, so we're talking food. Let's talk food. Let's talk turkey.
No, I hate turkey.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't hate. It's not the worst thing. Hate is a strong. I will eat it. There are certain things I won't touch with a 10-foot pole.
I will eat it with gusto once a year.
Yes, that is the only time. But anyway, you probably figured it out a little bit in our last podcast. Number one, anyway, we like things that are like blow our minds, right?
Yeah.
In and out with the chopped chilies, for example. Today is going to be more of a debate type of thing.
Okay.
I think I could fit this into 10 minutes.
I'm a master debater.
We were talking about this a little bit yesterday.
Another fist bump, yay!
Things that go on, things that I don't believe they should go on.
Okay. Oh, I hate this already. I don't want to debate this.
The big one that again, I don't hate any of these things. I don't love them. So pineapple on pizza is one of those things.
Oh yeah, okay. We talked about this all weekend.
Yeah, we were. This is a big debate, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, boo, you suck." I do not like pineapple on my pizza.
This is one of those things that you just can't change anyone's mind on.
I know. This is not the point of this. This is just an opinion of mine. Like
this is like a Berlin Wall of a.
Yeah, I'm gonna get stonewalled pretty good.
This makes the Berlin Wall look like a footnote.
Well, I'm kind of on the, you know how Sam's gonna defend the band Ghost. This is how I feel about this. I'm gonna get it slammed here, I'm sure. Pineapple.
No, not really, because I feel like the people who are really aggressive about it are the people who don't like it.
Yeah, most people are definitely on your side. Our side.
And again,
I don't like pineapple really much.
I've had it a couple times, and I'm not like, ooh, I hate this. It's disgusting. It's just like I don't feel like this should be here.
I've heard it both ways.
Like,
That's fair.
the sweetness on pizza is not a thing that I look for when I get pizza. If I'm getting pizza, it's a savory thing, unless it's like a pizza pie or a pizza cookie, like, you know, Pizookies or shit like that. But because I consider that type of like the cookie that's that big as a pizza, like really, let's be honest.
I'll take it.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. I'm like when I get a pizza and I get like if there's a sweet bite, I'm just like, oh my god, what is that? Why is it there?
Well,
you know,
you are entitled to your opinion.
It's like, say.
Can I chime in? I've got.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so personally, I don't like pineapple on pizza because I don't like pineapples in general. Like, I don't like my food to eat me back.
I don't.
So,
yeah, that's true.
So that being said,
I love the spiciness of pineapple and the relationship we have with each other.
That being said, like, I'm just not a big pineapple guy. So if I like pineapple on pineapple, I'd probably like pineapple on pizza.
I'm not a. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not a big fruit guy, and pineapple's like one of the few fruits that I actually really love.
See, I disagree highly.
Yeah.
Well,
no.
but here's what I really wanted to say. My fiance loves pineapple on her pizza.
Oh,
her pizza of choice is
Hawaiian, obviously.
Amy,
No.
I salute you.
No, it's oh, she's gonna kill me if I get this wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's pineapple, ham, half white sauce, half red sauce,
Oh my gosh, it's the in tow car again.
extra
God,
cheese.
this-
Hey, he's back.
We stopped for gas.
Yeah. So, oh, he rolled the window down, broke the tape seal.
Oh my gosh,
Broke
he
the-
is listening to music on Apple earbuds.
Yeah, broke the seal. There's no returning that car now.
And he had his eyes closed as we went past. Like, he opened them, like, when I looked at him.
oh,
but,
that's scary.
Sketches.
He's not swerving over the. He's like driving very straight.
We're catching up to his front bumper here too.
But yeah,
The
so
front
that's
bumper's on a different truck.
that is Amy's favorite pizza,
Yeah,
and I feel like it's very contrary to normal pizza for a lot of reasons.
it is.
But she
You
had
mix some
me-
sauces too.
She had me try it the other day. There's a lot happening, but the lot happening actually makes it a very interesting food piece.
Yeah,
How do you guys feel about cheese pizza?
Comfortable with it.
yeah. I don't hate it.
I feel the same way about cheese pizza that I do about the
Okay,
band
can we
Ghost.
agree to disagree that olives on pizza should not be on there?
Nope, I love olives on
Oh
pizza.
Love olives.
my god. Okay.
I mean, okay.
Olives are disgusting.
To
I will
answer
not
your
hit them with a 10-foot pole.
To answer your question, yes, I will agree to disagree.
I'll agree to disagree, yeah, but I love olives.
All right, here's another debate for you: Chicago or New York?
Chicago, 100%.
I agree.
Okay, you know what? Maybe not 100%. 70-30.
I don't hate New York, but I think I get why people don't like
80-20.
Chicago. Yes, it's way more doughy.
Wait. Let me.
It's not like I want my pizza to be old dough, but I also don't want to feel like I'm eating cardboard.
So, the style of pizza, my taste on it, is situational.
Okay, guys, I think that twins are driving these cars. The in-tow one and the one with the in-tow one's bumper.
Maybe it's just astral projection.
What?
Maybe he's just like astral projecting himself.
That is absolutely horrifying.
But yeah, so if I'm like sitting down and I'm gonna have a sit down good meal, cell phones put away, talking to people,
Yes.
I want Chicago style pizza
Absolutely.
all day because I'm
I
bust
see-
out a fork,
Yes.
I'm bust out a napkin, and I'm gonna go ham.
I
Go
see
ham
where
on
you're
it.
going with this, and I agree with where you're going with this.
And New York pizza is for showing up, getting a couple slices, getting a Coke, and you're getting in your car, leaving, or walking down the street eating it.
Okay.
Because you fold it up, you hang it so that the grease won't run down your arm into your armpit,
Right.
and you eat it as you go. Because there's no eating Chicago pizza without a table.
What
No,
a-
yeah, that's true.
In the way I do it personally.
That is a
there's
fact,
not.
yes. That is a
Yeah.
fact.
What a thoughtful answer.
So yeah, it's very situational for me. I have
Okay.
very strong opinions on food because I love it so much.
I know, we can... All right, Nate.
Ready
you
to
got
wrap it up?
You got an opinion?
No, yeah, I
He said
agree on pretty much everything that was said about this topic.
All right, we're
the
gonna-
Chicago
We're going to do a lightning round real quick.
lightning round.
Before-
Oh, I love these.
Yeah, before
Go.
we wrap this up.
Okay, go.
All right, favorite burger ever?
Smash burger. I got a custom made one. It had egg, spinach, mushrooms, avocado. I like my veggies.
Burger that I made myself. I had a fried egg, avocado, a hash brown, mushrooms, and spinach.
Dude,
I'm gonna
third fist bump of the show. There we go.
going with this like this. Any Juicy Lucy anywhere.
Ooh, Juicy Lucy's
What
solid.
the heck is Juicy Lucy?
Cheese inside the patty.
Yes.
Oh.
Melted. Ooh, it's ooey gooey good.
That is
Alright.
good. I've had.
Favorite pizza. Doesn't matter about the style or any of
Like
that.
brand.
Yeah,
Like maker. Pizza
and-
maker.
Yes.
Oh, I was going to pass, but I actually do have an answer. The personal pizzas at NAU's Pizza Hut.
Obviously DiGiorno. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. My buddy Tochi, shameless plug for anybody in the Phoenix area. 51st in Peoria. Tochi's of Brooklyn. Pizza, da bomb.
I will vouch for that.
Dude, we must go there.
But tonight's an In-N-Out night.
Yeah, and tonight is an In-N-Out.
But Ocean's favorite pizza go.
Oh, this is difficult. I've had a lot of good ones in there.
You asked the question.
I know,
thought you had
I know.
an answer
Oh
prepared.
my
I have an answer.
Throw it down. Throw it down. I don't want reasons. I just want the answer.
Split decision. Giordano's and Lou Malnati's are both Chicago style.
Okay.
I'll take it.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
One more.
That was not a lightning round, but that's partially my problem because I rattle.
Yes. One more. Chinese food.
Like, is it good or not?
Yes.
Yeah. Metal or not metal Chinese food?
Oh, Chinese food.
I'm going to say not metal.
Solidly not metal, but solidly delicious.
That is fact. All right. That is the lightning round.
So I think that's the whole show.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
got to wrap it.
Yeah. So thank you all for listening. This has been a 3 Ps in a podcast, the show about 3 idiots talking about whatever 3 topics they've decided to put out this week.
Hopefully you stayed awake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we appreciate you sticking around,
'Cause
and we'd like you to tell your friends if you could.
Episode 3 will come when we get our crap together and figure out how we're going to do episode 3.
Probably not.
We're probably not all going to be in the same room for a while.
It's
No,
gotta
we're
be
probably
a-
gonna record episode 3 right after this one.
I'm down. Are you guys down?
Yeah, well, okay.
I'm
All
game.
right.
Anyways,
gotta pick the
but
topics.
so we still haven't decided how we're gonna publish this. But if there's stars, we'd appreciate some stars. If you can give us and you can say anything you want when it asks you for a comment about it. Tell me your dog's name. I want to know your dog's name.
I probably won't read it because my feelings get hurt super easily.
Yeah, if you get a snappy comment back, it's probably me.
That's true.
Anyways, yeah, leave us stars. Let us know your dog's name, and drop a comment. Let us know what's
Yeah.
up. Interact with us a little bit. We're fun.
Dog's name, what type of dog? Unless it's a Chihuahua, then I'm going to have a snappy comment.
And then I'm going to throw out a deadline here of by the 5th episode ish. I'll
You think we're going to get 5 episodes?
I think so. If we get when we get to 5, if we get when we get to 5
When
episodes,
we get to 5.
I'll have social media put up and I'll drop those
Excellent.
Bomb to bomb. We're going to need some graphics then.
for sure.
I got you, fam.
But until then, this is 2 Sams, Nate, and we're 3 Ps in a podcast. See you guys later.
Bear attack!